Hey, you, yeah, talking to you. I built a SaaS app thinking, yeah, this will be the one. This will be the app I'm just going to build this and chillax, relax, and yeah, I'm going to retire my parents with this. But guess what? No users, no revenue, and a big chunk of regrets for this. Still, to be honest, I've learned a lot, which honestly, it's a nice learning experience. I learned a good chunk of things. I also regret a good chunk of things. And today I will be breaking down the things I actually learned from my first SaaS app failing, launching it without getting a user or any form of revenue. If you are thinking of building your first SaaS app, then certainly this might save you time and save you some months of pain. So the SaaS app I built was called Push to Post. Push to Post just does one simple thing. It takes your GitHub commits, messages, and converts it to social media posts to LinkedIn. I initially had a plan on adding Twitter and all, but things got a bit complicated. So I just had to stop that, scratch that, and stick with just LinkedIn. And the idea came from my pain, which is as a developer, I code and all that, push and all that. But to then go on and write a new post, write a post just okay, I made this particular update, or tweet like, hey, I made this particular update, or yo, I made this, I did that, I did this, authentication is done, payment is done, all those kind of stuff. It's I felt that's like it's a bit annoying. It's not like it's bad, but it's a bit annoying to do. And as a developer, I spend too much hours working and all that. Sharing updates online just feels like a bit of additional stress. So I thought like, okay, so what if you don't have to think of going through that whole thing? You don't have to think of going through the whole creating your post and all that. So that's when I came up with this. So I figured that if I can just post your commit message, take that, like clean it up, then make it post worthy. That's going to save some quick, save a couple of times actually. And it took me about 2 to 3 months to set to actually build this finish. Amazing for that was I was building it with the agenda of building the main like front end and back end and everything as a starter kit, so I can just take that and plug that into my any other future projects, future SaaS apps, right? The tech stack I used was Next.js, Django, Tailwind, Postgres, and GitHub Webhooks also. Looking back, a lot actually went wrong, but here are the main ones which actually did. First things first was I didn't build in public. I had this idea in my head and just went on building. I didn't talk to anyone, validate, hey, friend, I'm building this, or community, I'm building something like this. Is it something you guys will like? Is it something actually helpful? No form of feedback or anything like that. Just as the idea in my head, went on building it. So no one knew about the existence of me building this particular app. And when people do find out, it was just when I launched. So I launched today. I then move on to posting on Twitter, on LinkedIn, like to try and get users, which on its own is still a bomb to begin with. I shouldn't have done that. I should have built in public to begin with. But the second thing is my launch sucked. The app was slow, and my demo videos for product hunt, and also when setting up the app and all that, it's amateur. It's more like an amateur did it, which anyone who watch the video is going to know, oh yeah, this is not done by someone that actually been into this. It's done by someone that, let's say, got started or something doing that this particular thing. It's like his first video or something, because it just looks all mm, no, just looks all bad and all. And the app was slow. Like a couple of friends already told me like, yo, we tried logging in, it's taking too long, this, that, which also, yeah, app was pretty slow. The third thing was I didn't get um, much better analytics. So I just hosted on Vercel and just stick with the Vercel basic. While I should have gone with Postdog since day one. Would have been much better. Would have turned out much better if I actually did. Fourth point there is that the pain I'm trying to regard this as a pain, right? But most developers don't actually do, right? Most developers don't actually do. It turns out like writing a post is annoying. Yeah, it's annoying. But hold on. But some developers actually see it as a skill worth learning. So they don't just outsource it out or something. It's not like so this whole concept was more like an app that was nice to have, but not really like a really burning serious problem or anything like that. Things I'll do differently. What I'll do it differently. Yeah, what I'll do differently. One, I'll actually start building public from day one. Like, the building public community is supportive and you get free feedback as you go. And also currently working on a new app and now we're building public, which I've been able to like get some bit of insight on things. Recently I just got like an insight on one of the UI I posted. So the building public community is supportive and gives free feedback. Free feedback. So it's pretty nice. And now with that also everyone know, oh, Jelex is building this, Jelex is building that, Jelex is working on this. So it won't be more like a case where you want to launch or I want to launch, then I'll start to go running around like, hey, I'm building this. And they will be like, you didn't tell us about that before. Oh, sorry, my bad. But I'm building this. But in this case now, they know I'm still building this. And if I do launch, then they know, oh, nice, he's in building this, talking about this. They will be knowledgeable about it and could possibly sign up and use the particular app if it solves a problem for them. Second thing I would have done different, I would have used a pre-built SaaS boilerplate. The amount of time I spent coding this whole starter kit from scratch, it's for some cases for push to post it wasn't worth it because it was a bit buggy, it was buggy and all that, slow and all that. But currently now for the areas I'm building, it's more optimized and all. So for now, I'll say it's worth it. But for push to post, it wasn't worth it. I should have just move on to getting a pre-built SaaS boilerplate. The third thing I would have done is to learn how to demo. What really happens, I was like, oh, I'm launching next week. I'm going to use this week to learn how to go through the demos and all that. But within this week, I went on watch other people demo videos and saw the way like do the cool zoom in animation and all that. And honestly speaking, I had no idea how to do it. I was just like I had no idea what to do for that. So I ended up just doing this full screen video and all that, which is bad. Recently, when just learning more about editing videos on YouTube and all that, that's when I figured out, oh, I have to go edit the video to have the zoom in effect and all that, which I should have probably learned that earlier. So what I'll do differently is also learn how to properly demo video and do proper edits for the demo video to make it more intuitive for users. And the fourth thing I will also do is to focus on painkillers, not just vitamins. I'm talking about the main app itself. The app itself is not something, it's not a type of app that's like, hey, I must have this particular app. No, it's the type of app where it's not really solving any urgent problem. And for the fact some developers just see this as a skill they need to level up in, it's not really solving any from serious hardcore problem for anyone. So right now I'm working on something totally different. It's still connected to GitHub. I'm not certain why, but I'm just building my two first apps as being centered or like revolving around GitHub. So it's a fun app. So just in my just a thought here, just like to give you a full overview of it. And imagine a Tom Dachi pets card game, right? That came out in like 1957 or something like that, right? That's something like that where you have to take care of the pets, you feed it and do all that. But something like that, but for your GitHub, when you push, you commit, you do all that, the pet grows, you stop, it dies. Same flow and everything. UI is I'm trying to make it gamified, but I'm visually not someone that's good with visuals and all that, so it's not really going as planned. But the UI is coming along fine, and it's sounds crazy for that whole thing because for the main reason I say it sounds crazy because I don't think I should be building in like around GitHub. You can just focus on something more like a painkiller. But for this, I believe it's something that I don't really see this making in form like profit or anything like that. But I do see it as something that people could use, or I could also just use and just keep track of stuff. But currently, and I'm already started building, so I don't think I can just quit that for now. I have like a good bad backlog of ideas, but for now, just focus on that before moving to any other ideas I have. Which most of the ideas I have are more like painkillers. Which for those, I will definitely be validating it. And here's the thing. I plan on documenting every single thing I'm doing in public and also learning from last time. Like I said, the things I'll do differently. And honestly speaking, starting any project, any app, any SaaS app, and just showing, starting to like, hey, everyone, I'm building in public is kind of easy, but having to stay consistent, that's where the key thing is. If you start building today and you are not consistent, it won't change even 1,000 flipping bucks or anything. Because start today, you stop tomorrow. No one's going to give 2 cents about you or what you are building. So yeah, so that was my first field SaaS, and that is just the raw unfiltered lessons included that I learned along the way. And if you've ever built something that didn't work out, I'm really interested in hearing about it. You can drop a comment and let's be honest with each other. And if you like dev project with brutal honesty and a bit of weird twist, right? You might like what's coming next. And hey you, yeah you made it to the end. Nice. You're officially part of the crew. Oh yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe.